Welcome back, everybody. We're here at Matt's Haircut Videos. I have another special guest here with us today. This is my friend Zack, and also he is an associate here to the shop and establishment. Hello, Zack. How you doing?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Good, man. Thank you so much for coming today.
Yeah.
And I just want to introduce my friend. He's going to give me a haircut today. But also, I would like to introduce a nice piece of art that he shared with me about a year ago. And we're going to take a look over here. So, Zack, tell me a little bit about this, what you gave me. I want to hear something about that.
Honestly, it was just a piece that my parents found at a yard sale, and they just bought it for the frame, and they thought the picture was super creepy, so they're like, oh, it might look nice in Matt's shop, no? So, came and presented the idea to Matt, and he liked it, so he just wanted me to write to and from, and then he wanted me to write a little saying on the top here, so I thought, as creepy as the photo is, I would write something along the lines of, may life be curse-free.
I really appreciate that, Zack. Thank you so much. It's one of my favorite pieces that we have here in the shop. And if you notice, we are in the restroom. I keep it in the restroom, so I do see it every day, and I appreciate it. And when I first saw it, I felt some kind of energy, some negativity, you know, something was drawing me, something was drawing me to it. And then I said, Zack, please lift the curse, put it on you, not the business or me. But thank you. You really comfort me with what you wrote, Zack. I really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome, brother.
Thank you.
All right, my friend, you ready for your haircut today?
Absolutely, man.
Just under one condition.
All right.
I'm taking you into my element today.
Oh, what? All right. I know you like skating, but wow, I didn't know this is what you meant.
You're my element now.
Oh, man.
All right, Zack the Barber. We're over here at Desert West Skate Park and giving my instructor, mentor, and basically master barber a haircut today.
Hey, I need you to hurry up, man. It's 115 out today.
So as usual with every barber, I like to comb the hair out and feel for any bumps or anything like that on the head. He's got a little bit of gel in his hair, that's all right. We just comb it right out. So what I'm going to be doing on Matthew today, I'm going to be doing a high fade. I'm going to drop it in the back because he has a big flat head back here, so he likes a little bit more bulk in the back here to keep it covered.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
And probably taper him down to a 0 on the sides. Nice low fade.
You know, we could have done this somewhere more quieter, more peaceful.
Right?
Somewhere like Matt's Barber Parlor.
So I'm using the cordless wall magic clips. They're just easy, they're cheap, I like them. So I always like to start at the right side of the head. Comb everything down here. This part line is usually about right here. I usually like to cut where the hair falls naturally. That way you don't run into anything sticking out or anything like that. So we're just gonna comb all this down around his crown here. I'm gonna start with my number 2 guard. I'm just gonna go work my way up. And slowly drop it in the back to keep that back covered. We're just gonna work our way back, just make sure we got everything covered. Next I'm gonna be using my Andis Excels, they're interchangeable blades. We got the number 1 blade on here. I'm gonna go for about a medium low on the side of the head here. I'm just gradually flicking out as I get to where I want the line to be. And with the one, I'm gonna drop it a little bit more further in the back, about an inch, inch and a half in the back. Go away to the left. I'm not too worried about cutting all this down to a 1 because right here and right here, it's all going to be taken down to a 0. Just gradually flicking out as I get to my line. This is something I like to do just to make sure my lines are even and proportioned on the head. I like to look at the front of the head and make sure that my lining and my demarcation lines are even. Just a little bit right here. We're ready to take our next step. I'm gonna take my 1.5 guard right here with the ball magic clip. And I'm gonna work right underneath that 2 right here. I'm basically gonna be going up to the line where I knocked it down with a 2, but just a little bit below. If you notice, I'm leaving a little bit more darkness around here, about a 1/2 inch of darkness, just to make sure it's nice and dark back here. I'm gonna open my blade all the way up. I'm just gonna go a little bit higher. Got our number 1 guard here. And I'm going closed, all the way closed on this. And I'm just gonna gradually flick into that 1.5 here. I'm gonna open it all the way up. Take out that little bit of darkness. Close it. And open again. And work to the other side here. Same thing, all the way closed. Just going right into that 1.5. And if you work with this kind of clipper, you'll notice that the 1.5 guard, the white guard, is a little tiny bit bigger than when this is all the way open. So this leaves you a little bit more room to leave more darkness if that's the look you're trying to achieve. We're going all the way open up here. All the way open. Closed. All the way open. Cordless detailers. I really like this clipper a lot. For a cordless clipper, it has a lot of power to it. So this is where we're going to go ahead and make our taper demarcation lines. So I'm going to go right about here. Just knock that down. same thing in the back here. And with this, I kind of want it to be more of a look of a low fade instead of a taper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start real low and I'm going to kind of curve up to the bottom of the earlobe here instead of going straight across. Just kind of curving up towards that earlobe. And then what I always like to do, a lot of barbers like to save this for the end of the haircut. But since I already got my detailers out and we're already working with the zero and the liners, I'm just gonna go ahead and line everything up right now. We're just kind of using that corner of the blade right over the ear. Same thing for his arches. I always like nice clean arches, nice sharp arches. I'm just gonna match this side up. This is definitely one thing Matthew has taught me, is that people don't mind when you pull their ear down. It's not going to hurt your client to pull the ear down to get to where you need to get around the line. Does this hurt, Matt?
No.
Okay. Look towards me, sir. Thank you. Back out my wall magic clip. This is where I'm going to start to do my next demarcation line for the base. We're going all the way open on this. About a good solid, about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. We're just working right into that one here. Now I'm going to go all the way closed. Just knock out that bottom line. I'm gonna work a little bit halfway open and go right into that half like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and fade his beard in with that zero here. So I'm going all the way open, about a solid inch. fully closed, halfway open, and all the way open again. And this guard, I like to see it more as a detailing guard, so any darkness that I see, this guard's gonna knock it right out. So I'm gonna go all the way open just to be safe first. Knock out any little dark patches that I see. Go all the way closed. Halfway open. All the way closed. That's basically our premise for our tapering. Go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and match this side up with the left side. So again, I'm going to go all the way open. So all the way open on these clippers with no guard is equivalent to a half. And again, we're going to make about 3/4 of an inch marking. And you'll notice on certain haircuts and certain hair textures, I like to leave the arch a little bit darker. Some people will go straight into that arch with the half. I like leaving the arch a little bit darker, so we're mainly just focusing that fade right here on the sideburn. Got our good line right there, so I'm gonna go all the way close now and just knock this 0 line out right here. Halfway open. Go right underneath that half. Go ahead and fade that beard in real quick. All the way open, all the way closed, all the way open, go halfway, again I'm going to get that detailing guard back out, so all the way open with this guard, just knock out any dark spots that I see. All the way open, or all the way closed. And then halfway open. All the way open. Closed again. All the way open. Just kind of curving that where the earlobe is. All the way closed. Halfway open. just gonna go fully closed on this part. Closed, closed. So maybe halfway open. Go ahead and do our clipper over comb work here. Matthew hates these combs, but I think this is a really, really good tool for removing bulk.
Which comb?
This one right here.
Oh, that comb sucks.
I love these combs. It gives you a lot more room to play with.
Don't ever use that comb.
Use the comb.
You're a great barber, Zach.
Thank you, brother. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm just gonna kind of comb everything down here that's sticking right around his crown. I'm gonna go up, flatten it with the shape of the head, and then lift out a little bit. And everything that's sticking out right there is what I'm gonna wanna cut. I'm just gonna work my way around the head. A lot of barbers like to go side to side or up and down. I like to do both. I like this side. I might polish up this side a little bit, but I think this side could just use a little bit. Like I said, I like that comb for removing bulk. I like this comb for a little bit more detail. And this is the Oster Magic Comb. Matthew has instructed me to never use any comb except for this one. When I first started working for Matt, he made me throw away all my other combs to only get this comb.
True. Money or what?
Yeah. And with Matt's hair, it's okay to have a little bit more of a weight line around the crown because I'm going to end up doing scissor work anyway, and with Matthew, he usually likes to tend to leave a little bit more weight around his crown area, especially because that'll look nicer when he has this more of a bulk back here, back of his head. I'm just going to double check everything and make sure I like the look of everything. A lot of people like to mention about how Matthew oversaturates hair. So we got something special for him today.
That's about right, Zach. Good job.
I'm sure that felt good, bro. All
That
right,
felt
so now
hella
we're gonna
good.
start with our scissor work. As Matthew says, he likes consistency. I like consistency too. So we're gonna have a nice consistent cut and blend since everything is nice and saturated now.
Believe it or not, it feels pretty good.
I bet it does. So Matthew instructed me he only wants about a 1/2 inch off his top. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start in the back of the head here, right in the knot. And we're just gonna comb all this forward. Make a nice little line back here. I'm gonna comb everything to the side right here. And I'm gonna start with the back and work my way forward. Just keep working forward. And I definitely noticed when I started first cutting hair, when Matthew was teaching me how to use the scissors, he was telling me that I wasn't using enough like retention. I wasn't lifting up the hair hard enough. And so what I've learned over time is that this actually feels good. Pressure feels good on people. And you're gonna get a much more even cut when you put more tension on the hair, when you grab it harder and pull it up towards you. Does this hurt, Matt?
Nope.
See? So I'm just gonna keep working my way forward. Part them on the side here. I'm gonna comb everything this direction. I'm gonna start my back and work my way forward. And if you'll notice, I'm kind of doing a slight angle. That way it actually blends a lot better with the sides here. Not too much of an angle, but just a slight angle. I'm gonna do the same thing with this direction. Part the hair. Comb it this way. And then work my way forward. Slight angle. Now I'm just gonna double check my work by cross-checking. And basically what cross-checking is that the hair is slightly uneven right now just because I've cut it in the forward direction. So what I need to do is I need to lift the hair this way now to see everything that's sticking up to match it up and make everything even. So when I cross-check, I like to start in the front. That way I can leave the front as long as possible because the front is where we want to see the most length. So everything that's sticking up right here, I'm just gonna take it right off. Double cross-check your work, which is something I like to do. So we're just gonna come this direction with it now. Just so we could be safe that everything is even as possible. I always think Matt would look nice if he just combed his hair back. He refuses though.
Thank you.
So usually we have a hot towel, or not hot towel, hot lather machine that we use at work, but since we're on the go, we're using this guy right here. And this is just kind of an old school way to do a neck shave. So we're gonna get everything nice and lathered up in there. And this brush feels nice when you use it on your skin too. When you're rubbing in your skin, spreading the lather, it feels really, really nice. It's very relaxing. So we got that all nice and lathered up. So we're just gonna go ahead and lather them up around the ears and neck here. Go ahead and put your head down. Perfect.
Feels like a little kitten licking my neck.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, we got them all nice and lathered up. Get my straight razor out here. There is a clean razor in here. And we're just gonna go ahead and proceed with our neck shave. And just go ahead and use our thumb and we just wipe off that excess lather. I like to start going down and just removing all this peach fuzz right here. Very close to the eyebrow. And just wipe off that excess hair.